few years ago, I would say maybe 2010, we left this amazing home and went to live in Thika. But first, this is Kariara ward. Gatora is the center near here, but Karagia is the village. It's in the county of Murang'a. The constituency is Gatanga. When I grew up here thinking agriculture was nothing I would want to do any time of my life. I saw my mom farm I saw my mom farm, waking up early in the morning to come and pick tea. It was not a very attractive sight for me. I didn't like it for sure because I saw the struggle, because for tea, you have to wake up so early in the morning, make sure that you have to pick the tea as early, because hii kitu ya kubeba majani, the tractor that is used to carry, the lorry that is used to carry this tea would arrive anytime. And if that day it comes so late in the night, mom would still be in the farm to make sure that that tea is picked, because ikipitisha, there was just something that was going to be wrong about that tea. Na ikifika kwa center, it will not be taken. I didn't like agriculture for sure. One day, my mom, hapa tu, mahali hapa. Today it's no longer anywhere that I would call a place that we can farm at any point. Hapa tu mahali nimesimama. Mom used to plant sukuma wiki, and one day ametokea kwa majani, amekuja kupanda sukuma wiki, and then kulikuwa na giza. I remember mom picking a torch, akatuambia kujeni tumalizie kupanda sukuma. That was not really interesting at all. It was okay for that time, and it was okay for them to do it. They knew that is what they knew better, because their farming was more subsistence. Well, the tea was for us to make sure the school fees really was paid by that tea. My dad, on the other hand, I'm not even sure my dad knows how to pick tea, but my dad was an agricultural extension officer. Came home once a week on Saturday's night, and then we would go to church. We were so happy every Saturday to hear pikipiki yake, the Yamaha by the county government now, and by it's a government property. You know the Yamahas that the extension officers have. So tulikuwa tunaisikililia mahali pale, tunasikia and then dad used to just make sure we will hear it, and we will all be at the gate to just receive him. Alikuwa anatuletea mkate. And one time, there's a time we had a line. We are 7 of us. So we had a number. So when the bread comes, ya juu na ya chini, there's specific people who would pick it. So it would take a long time, because if you're 7, it will take a long time before we are back to you, you know. And when dad came back, he would just bring us those things. I remember one time when we started brushing our teeth, dad came and came with 2 toothbrushes for women and for ladies, for girls and for boys. So came and brushed our teeth with 1 toothbrush for boys and 1 toothbrush for girls. But one thing I am so proud of Mr. Moses Njoroge and Queen Esther Waithera is how much effort they put to see us live, to see us go to school and study. I think I'm the only one who doesn't have a degree. Not because I don't want. I have 3 diplomas, so I'll definitely get a degree soon. But all of us are well educated. One of us have a master's, and the rest are already in class doing masters. And sometimes I think about it and I'm like, dad really put in the effort, and agriculture is what really brought us here. Today, I am back home. I don't come back here so oftenly because of, sometimes I feel so bad because we had a home here, but someone came over and decided to destroy the home with fire. But today I decided to come back here, and I want to do a favor to my parents. Because I have taken over them, I have decided to go full-time agriculture. this is what I want to do. I want to do a farmhouse. And so this is a journey I want you guys to come with me, because I want to make it attractive to everyone. That, guess what? You can grow up with a father and a mother who is an agriculturalist. You can see this, you have seen the struggles, but you can make it better for them. I think about, my dad is now retiring at 38 years in the agricultural sector. And I have done 2 years, and I started saying that I have 40 years of experience because of 38 years of my dad and 2 years of my own. And for the 38 years, I want to fully use the time left to see dad and mom live happily. And because I am already back into this sector that they brought us up in, how about I do it better? How about I make it attractive to you and I? How about we understand that by the end of the day, for our parents farmed for subsistence. Our parents farmed because they really, really wanted us to eat and drink and to take us to school. People who has parents who had coffee, it's because they really wanted you to go to school. People who have parents who have wheat, waru, my grandparents in Nyandarua and Kinangop, they really did large scales of wheat and waru and minji and carrots. I think our staple food when we went to Shags was chapati, minji, waru na carrots. Then when we came back here, it was ugali, chai mingi and skuma. Why? Because that is what they would have given us. That is what they would have provided for us. There are people who grew up really not liking chapatis because that is what they grew in. There are people who don't like ugali because that is what they grew up eating. And I want you guys to come with me on this journey. Because one thing I want to assure you, it is you and I, the youth of this country, that is going to make this country food secure. Our parents did what they knew better. But for us, we have to put in the effort and make agriculture attractive, make agriculture sustainable. Regenerative agriculture is what we need to start adopting for us to realize that, yes, they used so much fertilizers on the cash crops, but there are areas around there that they didn't use fertilizers. What can we do? How can we improve those rural areas that we all left and went to Nairobi to do our white collar jobs? What can be done? I think it's time for us to go on this journey. So come with me. Let's go on a journey of making this beautiful place that we grew up in home again. Shall we? All right, come with me. Well, my official name is Sarah Elizabeth Wangari Njoroge. Now you know where Salimo came from. Moses Njoroge, who is the father, who is our dad, gave me the mo in Salimo. Salimo Wakilimo, the voice of agriculture, the queen of agri-tours. Let's go on a tour, let's go on a journey. Let's do this, all right? So come with me, let's go do this.